He was running towards Karyo Sahib and Hazrami was also running. That's how he was coming, but then he turned into something dark, completely black. It had only been 4 or 5 days since he started at the school, and for those 4 or 5 days, he seemed like a strange boy to me.
Because he experienced it there, that's why. Otherwise, a person doesn't just change like that. A wicked witch had completely taken possession of him. At the ancient madrasa,
On the child.
on the child, at least mention it, the child was possessed by a witch. So, which madrasa is this?
That same one.
That madrasa?
A lot of stories happened there.
Yeah.
A lot of stories happened there.
Now, tell me what exactly happened in this case?
So, what happened was at the madrasa, there was a mess hall set up for eating. We used to go there during lunchtime. One day, our mess was being cleaned, so one of the madrasas where we used to study video Pak Sehat, the teacher said, "You guys can eat here as well." So while the mess was being cleaned, half the kids were seated in the mess, and the other half were told to go eat in this room. So I also went to that room to eat because most of my friends were going that way. I got up and went there too. So as we were sitting there like this, and there
Was quietly sitting there. For a moment,
I am. For the past 4 or 5 days, I found that boy strange. He would do odd things, say weird things.
weird things meaning?
Well, he didn't talk much to anyone.
Okay.
When he did talk, he'd say odd things to the warden.
Like what?
Like, for example, when we were sitting in class, he would suddenly say things like, do you need to fart right now? Or something weird like that. He would just blurt out random things.
Is it possible that someone like him would actually say such things really?
Yes, he would do things like that. For example, he would come here to study, but would say strange things, so I used to sit away from him. He seemed crazy.
He was eaten up.
This,
He was a very naughty child.
all right, he was sitting there, quiet since morning. He was just sitting there. When we used to eat, the Kari Sahib would be with us. Kari Sahib would sit next to me. I would be sitting here, and Kari Sahib would be in the middle. On the other side, after one or two kids, he would be sitting, so I kept looking at him. But he never did this kind of thing before.
What a life of luxury it was.
He was about my age at that time. We were both 14 years old. Okay, so he was eating with both hands. Now I started laughing. I couldn't help but laugh seeing him. The reason in my mind was that there must be something wrong with his teeth. That's why he's doing this.
Today he brought something new.
He's eating with both hands, eating with both hands. So, we're talking among the kids saying he's eating with both hands.
You
You're backbiting about him. I said, "Sir, look, he's eating with both hands today." The sir said, "Forget it, just eat your own food." So we started eating. When we finished eating, Azrami came running to Kari Sahib. When he came running, he was coming in such a way that he had turned into something black, completely black. Our Kari Sahib is a witness to this, and all of us were sitting there. He was running from about this much distance, and as he ran, he turned into a black thing.
he turned into a black thing.
He turned into a black thing. Suddenly, it looked like a black cloth had covered him. He became completely black. You couldn't see his clothes. You couldn't see anything of him. Only this black shape was visible. When he reached Kari Sahib, I was sitting right next to Kari Sahib. I couldn't even speak. I was stunned. I'm just frozen after seeing this thing, and it's right there in front of me. After that, even if you come out from the corner,
So what was it doing?
he came and sat down next to Kari Sahib, sitting on his knees like this. Kari Sahib sent everyone outside, and after sending everyone out, Kari Sahib recited something over him. He used to get possessed by a witch, and he would act like this when the witch possessed him. Kari Sahib told all of us children that Kari Sahib said that his parents were called, and when his parents came, he told them, "Why didn't you tell us about this problem before? There are other children in the school too, and they could have been affected." After that, the boy never came back to school, and I was honestly very relieved that he wasn't there anymore. He used to sit right next to me in class.
What was his name?
Ubaid Abid, Ubaid Abid.
If you happen to be watching, please leave a quick comment down below this video. I would really like to meet this guy. But things like this must have happened many times before in various ways. As for that specific incident involving your head, I am still completely stuck on it and can't seem to find a logical explanation. Honestly, If we look at it technically, I really feel like the teacher might have done that just to straighten you out a bit and give you some discipline. But this situation right here, this is something else entirely, and I just don't know what to say about it. The thing you're talking about, for some reason, I'm really convinced by it because I can visualize it. Now, people might be wondering how something moving suddenly turned black, how it shape shifted. So, what I'm about to say, for all my audience, you can visualize this. But what happens is, imagine you're in a situation where you're standing somewhere. I think where this happened was the passage area. After coming in from the passage, there was a. Okay, so the thing is, you're in a room, and let's say the person in front of you has become possessed. They're behaving strangely, and if they start running toward you, what you're seeing, that their face has turned black or their clothes have turned black. What I'm trying to explain is that some black thing. Actually, what happens is, if I explain it from another angle, it's the shadow from the light. And sometimes the environment is created in such a way that you can't understand what's happening. It takes your eyes some time to process it. So you see different shades, sometimes black, sometimes red, sometimes blue. This is what happens. But since the person has experienced it and was actually there, it feels real. The person doesn't actually change, their clothes don't change, their face doesn't change, but due to certain lighting situations, certain reflections, and when your brain suddenly, sometimes something unexpected happens. So it takes a person a little time to focus. And while you're taking that time to focus, the colors change. And definitely there will be a problem for the child. I don't know if there will be or not. But from what he's describing, I'm sure there will be. But these kinds of things do happen. Excuse me, sorry, I'm getting a call. My apologies. So these are the kinds of things that happen when something suddenly comes at you from the front. If you're not expecting it, then due to the reflection, its color changes in this way. So now you understand. Look, when something rushes toward you from the front and turns into a black shape, your brain transforms it. There may be other factors as well. That's a separate matter, but I've given you the logical reason for why this happens.